Hello and welcome. We've so missed having you on our campus, and we missed the opportunity to have you join us to visit and tour our residences. So we really welcome the opportunity to speak with you today. I'm Wanda. I'm the coordinator of residence accommodations and recruitment. Today, we're going to discuss living in residence. We're going to discuss our rooms. We're going to discuss what community means to us, what supports are available to you, how you can become engaged and make the most of your residence experience. And we'll discuss information about your guaranteed residence offer and how we are doing room assignments. Carleton Residence is home to over 3,600 students. This year, we expect to host about 2,200 for the fall of 2020. We have 11 buildings, each with their own unique sense of community. All residence buildings are connected through our heated tunnels, so you don't have to go outside during our cold Ottawa weather. Our residence programming is award-winning, and we have, it's been confirmed that students who live in residence are 1.4 times more likely to continue to the next academic year than those who live off campus. So let's talk about the guaranteed offer. This year, things are a little bit different. So students who are accepted to Carleton before May 15th, coming directly from high school, should have received a guaranteed offer of residence. This guaranteed offer is available for you to accept and pay your deposit of $700 by the deadline of June the 8th, 2020. June the 8th is an exceptionally firm deadline, and we want you to pay strict attention to that if your plans are to come to residence in the fall. This is just a look at our traditional residence buildings and our suite style buildings. We have traditional single rooms, traditional double rooms, suite style single rooms, and suite style double rooms. Traditional rooms are typically two beds, which would be two students sharing a room connected to another room of the same sort. So you would have basically two double rooms sharing a bathroom, or a double room and a single. Now this year we anticipate the room assignments to be very different, and I will expand on that shortly. The suite style room could be 4 single rooms sharing a common area, which would be a full-size fridge, counter space, and 2 bathrooms, or 2 double suite style rooms, which would also share a common space and a full-size fridge and 1 bathroom. We're changing up our traditional and suite style rooms to accommodate COVID-19. So room assignments for the fall 2020 for students attending will be a traditional single, which is 1 bed, 1 student, and we will be assigning those on a to students who submit documentation supporting a medical requirement. The deadline to receive that medical documentation is June the 15th, and you would indicate your medical requirement on our residence information form. A traditional single typically shares a washroom with another traditional single. A traditional double this year for the fall will be 1 person assigned to each double room. That double room will share a washroom with another double room with 1 person. Students living in double rooms for fall could have someone assigned to the other space in that room for winter term if physical distancing measures are lifted. Suite style residence assigned for the fall will be, again, first assigned to students who have medical requirements, and then the balance will be assigned by lottery. So we will be assigning 4 people to a suite single, so 4 single rooms, each with 1 person in them, sharing a common area and sharing 2 washrooms, so 2 people per washroom. The double suite, which is the double bedrooms, will have 1 person per room, sharing a common area with 1 washroom. Students living in the double suite rooms, again, could have someone assigned to the other space in that room for winter term. So what do we provide in our rooms? We provide a single bed, drawers either underneath the bed or within the room, a desk lamp, a chair, a mattress, shelves, curtains, closet, and a bulletin board. You can decorate your room as you please, providing your decorations don't cause any damage. Our buildings will have laundry facilities. Our doors are secure, so our doors are locked 24/7, and you will access the building and your floor using your campus card. Our study lounges and TV lounges on each floor. This year, the availability of the study lounges will be reviewed based on physical distancing, so we will be creating distancing measures so that students are safe using the study lounges and TV lounges. We also have garbage chutes and recycling. There's a vacuum on every floor. We provide the toilet paper. We provide Wi-Fi access. There is cable in the TV lounges, not in the bedrooms. And we are introducing a new mailbox system this year where each student will still have a mailbox number. However, any packages will be put into a mailbox locker, and students will be sent a code that they will go down and swipe their campus card, input the code, and the locker that holds their package will pop open and they will be able to retrieve their package and move along. It's brand new and we think it will be wonderful. So we are working very closely with Ottawa Public Health to ensure that living on campus will be safe. Our safety measures will include increased cleaning practices in communal areas, support for those requiring isolation immediately before or during their residence in their time in residence, and obviously decreased density in all areas. Residence is typically known for community, and we designed our residences for students to engage, to be able to meet each other, form friendships, and we're still going to work on that and develop programs so that students are still able to form a community, be it virtual, be it reduced density, or be it somewhat isolated, but we still have very big plans to make this a wonderful experience for you to live in residence. Students are not able to bring their own fridges to residence. We partner with Coldex, who will deliver and remove a mini fridge. You would order the fridge online. We will have the website on our website, and you will basically contact them. You don't need to know your room number. You basically just need to leave your name and student number with them and make the payment arrangements. And then they find out from us where your room is assigned, and in the fall they will bring your fridge and leave it in your room. And then in the spring, they'll come and pick it up for you. So you don't have to carry it anywhere. You just have to make sure it's clean when it goes back. Our residence cafeteria. We have an amazing cafeteria, and it's typically set up as an all-you-can-eat process. However, this year we are looking at a more refined program, a program where students will have to only enter at 3 planned meal times. We are creating meals where students can enjoy healthy and delicious meals while maintaining safe distances. We definitely will have many dietary accommodations, nut-free, vegetarian, vegan, gluten and lactose-free options, halal, and more. We are also very aware of sustainability efforts, and again, we have won awards for our sustainability efforts. And our food is very, very good. So you will enjoy our cafeteria for sure. Our community. So we very much encourage the development of community in our Carleton residence. It consists of students, student staff, professional staff members, and they work to build a welcoming and inclusive community. Our residence population is very mixed. We come from, we have students in a number of different programs. Students are not assigned based on the program that they're in. We definitely mix it up so that students have the opportunity to meet a number of different people in different programs. And we have students from all over the world. And if you have a chance to really look at this slide, you will see that students, we have a number of international students, we have a number of Canadian students from coast to coast, all of these students calling Carleton residence home. We have an incredible staff who work with students to foster a safe and diverse residence community. And they all share the same goal of focusing on student engagement, personal growth, and learning. Our community is a home away from home. We actually find we have a hard time getting our students to go home. Once they've moved in, they've settled in, they've made friends, they're very comfortable in the lifestyle they're used to, living their lifestyle, and we find that our students settle in, and many students request to come back from year to year. There's a wonderful support system. There are a lot of connections outside of the classroom, and our residence life team is creating a virtual and physical distancing options for all strategies that we are doing for this fall. The Ravens Roost. We're not exactly sure how much we will be able to use the Ravens Roost this year. However, hoping that either the social distancing restrictions can be lifted, or we can make arrangements to bring in students that at a lesser amount at a time. It is a central location where students can relax and unwind. We have gaming consoles, ping pong tables, billiard tables. Many students meet and engage in board games. We have a number of TVs, so students will often meet to watch their favorite weekly TV show or a sports game. And we host many events in there through the year. Open mic nights, trivia nights, Mario Kart tournaments, and movie marathons. The Ravens Roost is also a wonderful opportunity for students to gain employment. We staff it. It's open, I believe, from 6 in the evening until about midnight. But it depends again this year on how we have to coordinate it to keep everybody safe. We also have a student fitness center. It's located in Prescott House. It is exclusive to resident students. In fact, even we full-time staff are not permitted to use it. We are required to use the university gym. However, again, there may be restrictions on how much we are able to use the student fitness center, but as soon as we get the green light, it will be available to you. The student experience. Our intentional learning opportunities are in place to help students maximize their residence experience and ensure they are fully supported. Outside of the classroom learning, interpersonal and life skill development. We emphasize personal development, positive relationships, and community engagement. We are definitely trying to develop leaders for today, tomorrow, and far beyond your days at Carleton. Our residence life team work together with students to create roommate, suite mate, and can mate agreements, which are typically assist us with keeping conflict to a minimum. This year, we're concentrating on suite mate and can mate agreements until January, should we be able to fully bring our residences to capacity. But a suite mate and can mate agreements are generated through, our assignments are done through the residence information form. So when we assign rooms, we look at how you answered that residence information form. So if you haven't answered it yet, please make sure that you log into eRes and complete your residence information form as honestly as you possibly can, because that's the information that we use to put you together with a suite mate, with the can mate, with a roommate. We will look at such things as, do you sleep late? Do you prefer tidy? Do you stay up later? Do you get up earlier? Or perhaps you have a preferred roommate that you'd like to share with. So those are all things that we look very closely at, and we ask that you make sure you complete that residence information form. Once the rooms are assigned and students moved in, throughout September, suite mates and can mates will complete the residence agreement, or the suite mate can mate agreement with the res fellow. The documents are reviewed at the beginning of the winter term again to make sure that everyone is still in place. Should conflicts arise, we pull that residence or that suite mate and can mate conflict out. We pull that agreement out and we review it and say, okay, is there something here that's not working? Is there something here that we've sort of forgotten that we agreed to? Or maybe you agreed because at the beginning you were kind of shy and you didn't want to say that something typically bothered you, but this is your chance to sort of go over it again and make yourself heard, keeping in mind that having a roommate, can mate, suite mate is a learning experience, and you are going to have to share working arrangements with other people. You're going to have to possibly live with other people down the way. So it's definitely a learning experience, and we find that the agreements definitely keep the conflicts to a minimum. So let's just introduce what our residence life staff and what they do. Residence fellows, we have are typically upper year students who live in the communities, 1 to 2 per floor, And they promote community engagement through a variety of activities and educational opportunities. They are on call on a daily basis from 9 p.m. till 7 a.m. each day. We also have community advisors who are upper year students with previous residence life experience, and they recognize students who positively contribute to our residence community. And then they also provide additional support to the Res Fellows and the students. So if there's a conflict or there's a situation that may need to be escalated a little bit, a community advisor might step in and just have a chat. The community developers, they plan residence-wide events and initiatives for the greater residence community. They facilitate programs to encourage student participation while fostering student engagement and relationship building. They definitely have their work cut out for them this year because all of this has to be planned with physical distancing in mind, but still giving you the true residence experience. We also have residence managers and community managers, and they are full-time supervisors of the residence fellows. They act as additional support for students and promote a positive community living environment. They're on a 24/7 rotating on-call schedule for support and emergency response. Typically, they have one full building or maybe possibly 2 buildings that they're responsible for. We also have residence counseling, which is confidential counseling exclusive to residence students. The university has counseling on campus. However, we are very fortunate to have residence counseling for just our resident students. The office and our wellness space are located in Renfrew House. Students can make an appointment, or they also have drop-in hours. One of the hubs of our residence support group is our residence reception desk. It's open 24/7, and there you can get key and campus card assistance. So if your campus card isn't working to allow you into the floor, or if you've possibly lost it, if your keys aren't working or you've possibly lost them, they will assist you in getting yourself back into the residence. They also provide OC Transpo bus information. The O train will be closed this year. There's some maintenance being done on the tracks. So if you've seen reference to the O train coming right through campus, unfortunately this year we won't have the O train. And at the residence desk, you can also load cash onto your campus card to use the laundry machines and so on. And you can also load cash online, and your parents can even do it from home. We have set up the residence agreement, but as well, students must abide by the rights and responsibilities. So residence is a place where students grow and learn. Our communities promote mutual respect and personal development. Residence emphasizes the importance of harm reduction and safety to self and others. The well-being of the residence community benefits from a balance between the needs of the individual and the community. So basically, just an example of this. So a student has a right to peace and quiet to be able to study, and the student has the responsibility to be peaceful and quiet for the rest of the community as well. So that's one example of the rights and responsibilities. The full rights and responsibilities agreement is on our website at housing.carleton.ca. Getting involved in residence. Throughout the year, Residence Life staff plan a variety of events and opportunities to engage students. Again, we're going to be looking at this from a different angle this year, but we still want you to feel like you're getting the residence experience. Some of our past events have included The Price is Right, the roommate game, ice cream study breaks, and Pinterest do-it-yourself nights. We've had decorate your room contests. So we've had a number of different ideas for students to get involved. Hopefully that we'll be able to do a lot of wonderful events this year as well. Carleton and residents is very much involved in sustainability initiatives, implementing environmental and sustainability initiatives in residence. We do resident serves, which provides students with the opportunity to get involved and help out in the residence and Ottawa communities. And there's opportunities to work in residence throughout the year. At the residence desk is an excellent place where students can gain employment. And up in the cafeteria and in abstentions, the store, there are a number of different places within the residence community and as well on campus where students can work. So here are some very important dates. May 15th was the deadline to receive an offer of admission for guaranteed residence. So if your offer of admission came in after May the 15th, it probably did not include a guaranteed offer of residence. June 8th at 4:30 is the deadline to accept guaranteed offers. There is no exception to this. The deadline to accept your offer, if you want to come to residence, is June the 8th. July 15th is the deadline to commit to either the full academic year, so you're coming for fall and winter, or to just winter term. So if you've decided, you know what, I don't know that I can come for fall, but I might want to come for winter if everything opens up, you would have to tell us by July 15th, and then you would maintain your deposit. So July 15th, if you decide you're not coming at all, is the deadline to cancel for a full refund. Any cancellations after July 15th, you are not eligible for a refund. Early August, we will be sending out packages with room assignments by email. And then for students who've decided they want to leave their deposit in place, they don't want to come for fall term, but they do want to come for winter term. And it's been decided that winter term classes as well will be online. They can cancel by October 30th to receive a refund for the winter term. So they will receive the $700 refund for the winter term if they cancel by October 30th. I know these dates are confusing. Before I close things up, I neglected to introduce some of my colleagues that are with me and answering your questions. Laura Story is our Director of Housing and Residence Life Services. Evgenia Mamina is a Residence Manager next year. And Amy Laughlin is the Accommodations Assistant who, if you've sent emails at all, she is definitely the person who has been responding to you. So I'm sorry, I neglected to introduce my wonderful associates. So at this time, we're going to have a few questions. And these are some typical questions that have come in to the residents' email, and we're just going to go through them. So can I come, I pretty much answered this, but can I come for winter but not come for fall? So as I said, the most important thing, if you want to come for winter, is you still have to accept your guaranteed offer by June the 8th. Your deposit will sit and it will be held for you. And then you will be assigned to a space in January once the residences open up. If it's determined that residences will not, that classes will not be on face-to-face, will instead be online, you will be able to cancel and receive a refund for your deposit by October, if you cancel online by October 30th. If you want, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at a question and it was basically the one that I just answered. We also have some questions about res life. So like, why should I live in residence? So I'm gonna, the success of Carleton's residence life is largely due to the commitment of the students and staff to community living. Living in residence is a great way to make friends while living in a community that has resources and support available to them. With COVID-19, the Residence Life team is looking at ways to maintain public health guidelines and ensure students have an environment that is safe and dedicated to learning. Students choosing to live in residence must be prepared to appreciate the environment that requires rules and regulations. Another question is, how will rooms be assigned? I did cover that, but first we look at students who have specific medical requirements, and those students are, and that has to be disclosed on your residence information form. Those students are assigned first, and then anyone looking for singles or suites, the balance is done by a lottery. Now, again, students this year who are assigned to doubles, who will be occupying it in the fall as a suite or as a single, can expect to possibly have someone living with them in the winter term once things open up. Should things open up. Let's see, what other questions do we have here? What will my residence experience look like next year? So right now, the Res Life team is looking at different means to provide an exceptional residence experience. This includes, but is not limited to, community social media platforms to bring the students together, provide opportunities for learning, and community engagement. There will be virtual meetings. There will be probably virtual programs that we've all gotten used to over the last little while doing our Zoom gatherings. And so our staff are very creative, and I feel very confident that they will come up with a wonderful program for you. Let's talk about okay. Does anybody have any other questions out there? Some of the people that are answering that they might want to bring forward? No? Okay. I see someone has asked a question about Panda. The athletics programs have not come out yet, so I don't believe that we're able to provide information on that. The university will, I see someone's asked a question about Wi-Fi. The university will, there's definitely Wi-Fi in all of the bedrooms, and that is included in the cost of your residence. You should review our website at www.housing.carleton.ca, and while our fees are posted on there, we are still reviewing what our meal plans are going to look like and so on. So it will give you some idea as to what's included in the costs. I'm just looking to see what we might be able to. So what restrictions will we have as far as facilities are going? We will have increased cleaning and high content of cleaning in our communal areas, such as door handles, tabling. We have a lot of open spaces in our residences, so that will all be cleaned quite regularly during the day by our cleaning staff. We expect that our students are typically required to clean their own rooms, but we will be providing them with cleaning supplies, and there will be cleaning procedures posted on the back of their doors so that they're familiar with what's expected of them to keep their areas clean and within the health restrictions. So we also will be doing placing notices in our public areas, so our hallways, our elevators, so students are aware of how many people should be there, just serve as a reminder, only 2 or 3 per elevator, to keep the traffic flow minimized. We will be monitoring all of this. There will be signage providing the distance that you should be, similar to what you're seeing in the stores. Our outdoor spaces will be monitored by campus safety, and pretty much it. So right now, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure speaking with you today, and as I said, we love to have students tour, and we're going to keep our question and answer period open for a little while because we're still seeing questions coming in. So thank you very much, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us at accommodations@carleton.ca. and we will get back to you as quickly as possible. And have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your school year as best you can. And thank you so much for joining us.